Boom! We're live!
Hello!
Love Right
Woo!
Create. Love Right Create. We're
Yay!
here. Um,
Yay!
it is July, we know. Uh, it's not even like the beginning of July, y'all. We're sad. It's like the end of July. We have got lives, though. Does that count?
Yes.
We do.
Okay. So tonight is kind of a kick in the pants episode, hangout, and we all, I think, can agree that a good kick in the pants is necessary.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I'm glad that I got the audio affirmation. It makes me feel better about myself because I have been kicking myself in the pants for about a week and a half, and both of you kind of know this because I've talked to both of you about it, but I thought, man, we've got to kickstart Love Right Create, at least do an episode a month, or if not 2 episodes a month, just to kind of give people an idea of what's going on and how we're working through all of this congestion in our lives, I guess is a good way to put it, because let's be honest, I can't breathe out of one nostril sometimes, and there are parts of my life where I feel like all I got is one
I
nostril.
know. All the time.
It's like
Or
it's
like
hard to
swimming
breathe.
with one leg. You know what I mean? And you're going in a circle.
You just go in circles round and round.
Help me do
Yeah.
this. Every day I feel that way.
Man. Well, okay, so let me ask you, let's get this question out of the way. What has your summer been like? Like, what have you been up to this summer? Because I know it's been longer than the summer that we've actually had one of these hangouts, but let's pretend that it's only been a few months. So what have you guys been up to? Let's start with you, Miss Morgan.
Oh boy. Okay, summer has been like a whirlwind. What has happened this summer? Let's see. I made a trip to Nashville for the Utopia Con. I got to see you two lovely ladies. That was very exciting. And what else? Let's see. I've had 7-year-old birthday parties. I've had swimming and lake time and hopefully writing. But it's been little. Yeah, it's just been crazy trying to keep my brain on straight and be organized, and it's amazing. Just it's like a wind. It just kind of picks you up and takes you with it.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what else I've been doing, but it's been full.
Yeah. It's kind of like what just happened right now, where Gabby, her computer back on, but I feel like that what just happened is the definition of my summer.
Right?
Because I feel like that I turn on my writing, and then something happens, and in my case, it's not that my life dies, or anything horrible happens, but I've got camp that I'm volunteering to be at. I've got the Utopia Con, which is great for inspiration and motivation, but I can't.
And kids are at home, and yeah,
it's one of those things where I feel like that I'll get some momentum. She made it back. She's swimming with one leg right now.
Holy moly.
Oh, it's like you're Nemo, like you're
I'm
one.
not kidding. I know. I think I feel like Dory though, because it's the memory thing. It's like I'm writing a book. What? Oh, I'm writing a book. Like that's how it feels.
Well, I mean, but I was just saying, I feel like that it's like when your computer just turned off, I feel like that I'll volunteer to help with something and my writing gets turned off. Or my kids being home for the summer, I totally enjoy being with them. Like, I love when they're home, but my writing gets turned off. And so just stuff like that. We went to Texas for a week. My mom's actually coming here for some time at the end of this month, which is like tomorrow. And so it's just stuff like that. It turns my writing off, and I in the last week and a half have been trying to figure out a way to turn it back on. But okay, so Gabby, what has your summer been like?
Work has been. I work a lot, and it's a very time-consuming, a mentally consuming job. So I feel like that makes it more difficult for me. But I will say, too, that there have been some times where I just had to turn off writing because I am at work so much, and I have 3 kids, and they're all at these very, pinnacle ages, and it all seemed to come this year where I have, everybody double digits, 13 and 16. And so just before we got on this, I had this really great conversation with my oldest, and those are the things that are important to me. And so when it comes down to it, my kids understand. They support me. We just had a conversation about my kids being like, that's your thing, Mom. You do it. We'll support you. But I've got to be able to, I feel like with the summertime, I've got to be able to make sure that even when I'm tired and I have writing time, I take it, because there are going to be times where I'm going to choose to turn it off for my family, or I'm going to choose to turn it off for my husband. I will say I have to choose to turn off writing for my sanity when it comes to cleanliness sometimes. And so I have to recognize that I'm going to have to stay up late because there's a little OCD that runs in my brain. So there's a lot of really good reasons to turn it off, like you said, but I have to take those moments when I have nothing else. I have to grasp those moments and hold them dear and make time, because I know that, like, our families are very supportive of what I do. And so if I say to them, hey, absolutely, we need time. Tonight's a movie night, but this first part of the day has to be a writing day for us to have a movie night. And they'll understand that, But as a mom and dad, you kind of know when there's those moments, those conversations you shouldn't have to give up. So take the time you can so those conversations don't fall to the wayside. But yeah, I also got poison ivy. That was like from the devil that got in my bloodstream. So that was a 4-week process that I'm still itching. But
Nasty.
what do? You just go with it. You scratch and you try to not get gunk all over your computer when you're writing. Like, you just gotta go with it. So yeah, poison ivy, don't.
Not fun.
Stay in the cities. It's not fun.
Oh, well, so my next question is, this is a great segue, Gabby, what you said. We've got plans for the fall then. I mean, it's kind of one of those things, I felt like I had plans for the summer, and the plans, overtook my writing plans. So I decided for the fall I'm going to make writing plans, and so I kind of want to know what your plans are for the fall, and maybe if there's anything you're doing right now to kind of help kickstart or motivate you to follow through with those plans. So, Morgan, how about you?
Okay, that's good. Let's see. My plans for this fall are to write. A lot of writing to do this fall. I'm wanting to finish up my Elandria series, which is a little bit ambitious, but to respond to your kickstarting question, I feel like I'm getting more clarity because I spent time with my calendar and I was really, scheduling things out, listing out my goals for the rest of this year and even into next year, and how I want to see that play out and how can I accomplish that. So I feel like I'm not there yet, but I feel like I'm getting there, and I want to use the rest of this summer. For us in the Northwest, we have another month before school. I know you guys start earlier, so
3 weeks, yeah.
I have a ways of summer left, but so I'm gonna kickstart it a little bit, but I'm just wanting clarity and really planning things out a little more than I have in the past, or at least in the past few months. So. But yeah, I have a lot of writing to do this fall. I'm going to kind of be hunkered down in the writing cave.
Okay. What about you, Gabby?
Well, it's always my goal to finish Enigma that I've been working on for a very long time, but I'm turning 40 in October. So my goal is to kind of get my first draft done by then. And I really just want to get the first draft done. I have no aspirations to have my perfect book done. After that, I'm going to seriously have probably a meltdown learning how to edit, because it's going to need a ton of editing. It's been a 5-year process, so this is going to need some serious editing. But at least if I can get that first draft done and I can get it to the point where I feel like it's a complete story arc, then I feel like at that point it won't be so hard to kind of just get dirty and to get in it and figure it out. I also feel like just doing that will make me feel like this is like this huge hump to get over. I feel like because it's been so long, it's just getting over that hump.
Yeah.
And then after that, I can kind of just like let you guys just tear it apart with me, and that would be amazing. And I know that for me, I need to make myself daily goals, or else it's not going to happen. I had lunch with Kelly, and I got to share with her a little bit of what I'm trying to do. With that is that because I work so much, I don't mentally get into that brain space that I need to get into to come home and to write words sometimes. So to battle that is that I'm waking up a little bit earlier to get some things done in the morning, so that my lunch hour at work is usually I work and eat at my desk. I don't really leave unless it's a work lunch or I'm meeting somebody. So what I'm doing is planning my time where I'm taking my lunch and leaving the office and sitting down and planning to write. Like, what am I going to write tonight? And trying to get some words, even if it's just a few things down, if I have a good plan. And so when I get home, I can be like, hey, this is what I'm writing tonight. My kids all kind of know what my goal is. This is what I got to get done tonight, guys. And just be like, let's do dinner, let's do our thing, and then let's move on. So that's kind of my goal, is to kind of get my brain in that mindset. And then hopefully when I'm driving home, I've even kind of tried to build, because I'm an audiobook addict. I killed my Audible account. So what my goal is that while I'm driving home, that I'm just playing my playlist, and really, like, the whole goal is to be mentally ready to write, especially if it's a write night where that's all I'm doing. But there are going to be nights where I'm going to have to get things done in the house or go do stuff with kids, and then come home and probably lie in bed and get as many words out as I can before I hit the sack, kind of a thing. But I'm hoping that this mindset of, like, the priority is writing, and my kids get that, my husband gets that it'll just help me to get it done. I'm almost there. That's the thing that kills me, is I'm almost there. I just have to get this first stinking draft done so that I can kind of, be ready for it. But that's my goal.
That's awesome.
No, yeah. I love it. I love the idea of getting into the brain space, like, and having the playlist, because that's something that I even do, like, while I'm checking email before I start writing, or I'm, just pulling together numbers or working through, Facebook, just kind of looking through stuff. I like to have that playlist playing, and it kind of helps to get me in the mood for the story that I'm working on.
Yeah.
I like that.
Good.
Well, so as far as my plans for the fall, I'm kind of with Morgan. I'm going to be writing. I'm also going to be releasing a book this fall in October, which I'm really excited about. It'll be the first book in the Cubic Chronicles, and I'm still doing the planning thing. Like Morgan, I've got my calendar, and I've already started planning dates. One thing that I am horrible at is setting a goal, a daily word count goal, and then getting caught up or carried away with something and not hitting that goal and then feeling defeated. So instead of doing a daily word count goal this fall, I'm trying something different. I'm going to try and do a weekly word count goal.
I like it.
And that way, if I get to Wednesday and I haven't had a chance to write and someone asks me to lunch, I'm going to be like, whoa, like, I've got 3 or 4 days here left in the week. I've got to write. I'm sorry I can't meet for lunch. I've got to hit this word count goal for the week, because I think that sometimes I want to have the time, and so if I've already written a couple thousand words and Wednesday someone asks me to lunch, I can say, sure, let's go, because I know I've already accomplished some of what my goal is.
Right.
So I'm hoping it will help motivate me to write more, but I'm also, it's going to be weird, because instead of just, like, writing every day, I'm also going to be working on marketing and all of that for the release in October, which is not something, even though I've done it twice, it's not something I'm used to, and it should be interesting. So that's my fall, and I know that we're hoping to be able to talk every couple of weeks on here and keep each other accountable. I also have a really nifty idea to invite a friend. I won't say who, because then there would be too much pressure. But, but I want to invite someone to talk specifically about planning, because she's, like, doing something ridiculous right now as far as planning her releases and stuff, and I kind of want to know how detailed all of us are with our plans, and I think that could be interesting to some of the people that watch, and they could kind of compare and contrast how much they plan, because I think some authors are pretty loosey-goosey, but then I think other authors have it like how many minutes a day that they're working on marketing versus writing, and so so that's kind of where I'm hoping we can take the next talk.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So,
That'd be awesome.
and then if anybody watching has any cool ideas or wants to know specifics about what we do or how we do things, that's always okay for you to send us so that we can answer those questions. But I think we'll call it a night for now because I don't want to be too long. But it's so good to see your faces.
Yes.
Yay!
No, it's so nice. And we'll try and keep each other accountable on Twitter and Instagram and all of that. And if anybody is watching and wants to join us,
Join us.
whether it's a sprint, whether it's just advice or questions, use that hashtag LoveWriteCreate, and we will try and keep in touch with you.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right, so ladies, I will talk to you later. I hope everybody has a very creative, loving, and writing-filled night.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Bye.
Bye.